Kelly Ramirez is on the phone, so I'm not going to call her out yet. Just as I said her name, she is the CEO of Social Enterprise Greenhouse, and they're doing such amazing things that I texted Kelly this morning. I was supposed to call her yesterday to see if she could just pop into the session to share a couple super exciting things that she's got going on. And I was able to fill that time until you got, so Kelly's very busy today, and she said she could pop in for a few minutes to share. So you've got two things, you've got a lot of things, but two in particular, I'd love for you to talk a little bit about.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Tuni, and sorry about that phone call. It's a furniture delivery, so I was like, I need to take this. But this is our new reality of balancing like home things and work things. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. So I guess I'll start with the Nonprofit Innovation Lab. This is a partnership that Social Enterprise Greenhouse has with the United Way of Rhode Island. And it is essentially open to leaders of existing nonprofits to help them develop new innovations to better serve the populations that they are working with. So it's in a sense, I guess, like an entrepreneurship boot camp, followed by 6 months of coaching. And lots of, team coaching, advising, just really trying to help the leaders build out their innovative ideas. And then it all culminates in a pitch event. And we have $90,000 of funding that we will disperse to these nonprofit leaders to help them execute on these ideas. So we just chose our cohort of 7 leaders, and there was some great press in the PBN about that. And like all entrepreneurs, they all have their ideas, but as I think all of us know that are sort of working in the entrepreneurial space or know entrepreneurs, Jolie, I see you. Things change, people pivot, you have to adapt. And so I'm so excited to be working with these amazing social change leaders over the next
program is unbelievable. I love that you have partnered with the United Way of Rhode Island to run that program. And I was so excited to see the list this morning. I saw it in my Twitter feed. So
yeah, it's really exciting. So if any of you are interested in getting involved, we're always recruiting volunteers for that. So would love to talk to you more about that. And then in other exciting news, we have partnered with One Neighborhood Builders and have opened. We've had a soft opening of a new storefront at 222 Manton Ave. This is a building that's owned by One Neighborhood Builders. And we've brought in a lot of business support organizations as partners: SBDC, Fuerza Laboral, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, REBA. The list goes on, Hope in Maine. And the concept is really to be a one-stop shop for individuals and businesses in the central Providence area, so that they can stop in, say, here's where I'm at, here's what I need, and we can sort of say, oh, this program that sounds like you'd be a great fit for Hope in Maine, or sounds like you'd be a great fit to do coaching with SBDC, or sounds like you'd be a great fit to go through one of SEG's programs. So we're trying to right now navigate, like, where are we in the public health situation? So we're open by appointment only. Right now we're having a very small ribbon cutting next week, but are hoping, it will be open for business with more regular office hours in the very short term. And I will say, I was there and I put up the signage, and like 2 minutes later, someone knocked on the window, and it was a young woman who said, oh, I do some cooking and catering for my friends, and I want to start a food business. Like, is this a good place for me? And that is exactly what we're hoping will happen, is that it will, help people who are sort of thinking about things take it to the next level, and really be a resource in that community to help people do that.
I love that. You're meeting them where they're at. So many of us for decades have been on, have been trying to, we've been here, right? But they can't always find us or get to us. It's not so easy to get to us. So I love and the collective, all of you that have partnered on this.
Yeah.
It was really great to hear about this. So thank you for all you do.
Oh, thank you for all you do. And we're all in it together.
Brian, can you email Kelly with that information? Brian Morley is amazing from Emerge, and he's been working with Resuscitech, which is a med tech startup that came out of Brown, and we love that team, and Brian's working really closely with them. And he's offering free CPR certifications, right? As part of, they need to continue to develop the data. I'll let you speak to that, Brian. How's that?
Thanks, Tuni, and Kelly, good to see you again. Yeah, so part of what the Resuscitech's goals is really to try to have a community outreach initiative, and we would love to partner with existing kind of established companies that are already doing the community outreach and add on to that versus trying to do our own. So when I think about trying to we're talking a lot about Rhode Island getting back to work in the brick and mortars and the restaurants getting established and things like that. There's need for CPR certifications. So we want to be able to help where we can. So if anyone has either friends, colleagues that need CPR certification, I'm happy to have discussions on, and if there's ways that we can help to do some sort of community outreach. So maybe Kelly, we can connect with your new go-getter to see if there's an opportunity for us to help.
That's great. And definitely, we're starting with sort of business support, but we know that starting a business is not for everyone. And so we kind of want it to be also like a place where people can come to find out about other workforce development opportunities. So yeah, let's connect offline. And even if, we can have like some materials about that opportunity in the space, that would be awesome.
Of course. Thank you.
Thanks.
Before you jump off, Kelly, Carissa, can you unmute and show us are you there? Where are you?
Hello.
There you are. Carissa is one of our amazing Met School interns right now. And I would love for you to meet the CEO of Social Enterprise Greenhouse. Carissa, can you talk about first talk about your startup idea, quick.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about the community fridge.
Yeah, so right now I'm working on a business plan for an app that would make legislation much easier to understand and would allow voters to vote on each piece of legislation that gets proposed in the General Assembly. And then with that information, it would go to their senators and representatives so that they could see how their constituents feel about the legislation that's being proposed, because oftentimes people don't have access to that statewide legislation, and very well each piece of it in language that's understandable. And it's really hard to do advocacy with everything going on right now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to competing in the regional business competition in a few weeks, and hopefully I'll be able to move on to nationals from there. But, yeah.
I would love to talk to you. My son goes to the Met too, and was in the E program last year.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, Teo Yaniga. But I'd love to talk to you about your idea. That is so needed and so cool.
Yes, I would love to. I'll definitely email you
Great.
later today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I keep muting and unmuting myself. But today she has a specific ask for our community. So I said, please join us on the session. So she's working on building out a community fridge, and you can drop the link in the private chat here, Carissa, after, but can you talk a little bit about it and let everyone know what you're looking for support and help with?
Yeah, so right now for another separate project, I'm trying to create a community fridge in Warwick where I live. And I have a fridge already, and I have a location that's willing to house the fridge. But in order to get the fridge up and running, you'd need a shelter built around it so that rain doesn't get in and animals can't get in. And I have very little construction experience. So if any of you guys have access to somebody who might be willing to help out with that construction, or be able to donate materials. I need wood and screws, and there's a list of things that I need that my friend helped create because he's the construction person. But yeah, I would really appreciate donations or time donations to help build it, because I'm really hoping to get this up and running before the end of the school year.
I'll definitely help. I know some people in construction, but if any of you want to participate and support Carissa in this project, please let us know. Oh yeah, great idea, Amy. Let's hook her up with Jeff right away.
Oh, thank you so much. And then also, if you guys are interested, after the fridge is built, we'll always be looking for donations of food. So if you guys know of any like food companies who might be willing to donate as well, or even if you just ever need food, you can feel free to come by and take it. It'll be right, the community fridge will be right on Post Road in Warwick at Ride Attire. They have a community pantry outside right now, so I'm just expanding on that.
Nice. That's
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Very proud of you. Great job. I think, Amy, that we should have a few of our younger friends do part of our new series, The Future Of, which is in person. I think they should just do the future because they are our future, and the future looks bright with individuals like Carissa. So thank you for being our intern, and thank you for all you're doing, Carissa. And I might see you in a little while when I leave Southern Rhode Island to come back into our space. Awesome. Monica, we are so excited to partner with you in 10 minutes. And so we're partnering with Tech Collective and Kelly, this is a really great session we're having from 12 to 1 on email security that I think every organization, no matter your size, needs to always be cognizant of, knowledgeable about, and practicing. So we've partnered with Tech Collective and Ocean, OSHEAN, to bring this 12 to 1 session today. And it will be recorded. So happy to share it out with you, Kelly, if you want to, share that out to any of your members.
Yeah, I know Doug is on the call, and I think I saw Kim a little bit earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but they did this presentation for the Tech Collective community, and it was fabulous and really met with a lot of great reviews. It's hands-on. Doug will run you through some great steps of things to do. And even if you're not a techie, they make it simple enough for you to manage that. Other things at the Tech Collective, I'll just throw out there. I think we have 2 spots left for ITIL 4 training, which starts on Tuesday. And we do have a scholarship available for women and members of the BIPOC community who are interested in taking any of the technical trainings that we offer. We had one gentleman call last week saying, he's a contractor working right at FM Global right now, but he was like, but it's not a permanent, and I find that I really need ITIL for anything else. And just in reviewing information with him, he got a full scholarship to take that class. So I will post our scholarship page as in the chat, but if there are technical trainings you're looking for, we have Certified Ethical Hacker coming up this fall, as well as customer service. And we have a few spots left in an advanced Excel training about data later in June. So definitely take a look at what Tech Collective has to offer for you.
Can you talk a little bit, Monica, about, because a lot of people don't know what Tech Collective is. Can you give kind of a summary of who you are, what you do, and why you do it, and
Sure, thanks, Tuni. So the Tech Collective is the IT Industry Association for the state of Rhode Island. So really what that means is we provide the opportunity for individuals to take trainings, to connect with other IT professionals, to go through mentoring programs with us. We offer trainings in security, in data, professional development, customer service, anything that our members are saying that their employees need to move and advance in their careers, as well as classes that people may need who are looking to get into IT fields and career trajectories. So there is membership to the Tech Collective, which is very reasonable for individuals. It's $150 a year. And that membership always gets you discounts on all of the training that you may take. So for something like ITIL, I believe it saves you $500 just for that one training class. So well worth looking into. And then for corporate memberships as well, we just really like to build that community and allow for people to get together to share ideas. And then we have an incredible board. Tuni is part of our board, as well as several other major players in the state to really help us direct what our programming should be for the future, as well as make those connections with organizations like Social Enterprise Greenhouse to help us really build a whole community and not just for people who are working in tech at places like Lifespan or places where we imagine or think of them, but this is for the entrepreneurial community as well. So anyone is welcome to join us for programming.
Awesome. And we're always looking for mentors to help us with some of our K through 12 programs. Awesome. Before you pop off, Jolie, why don't you give one more shout out, because some people popped in that weren't here earlier. What are we doing tonight in person at District Hall Providence from 4 to 6?
Yep. So hi, everyone. I'm Jo from PopUpRhody, and I feel like the key words here are in person. So I went to last week's in-person event, and it was just so much fun. You walk in and someone hands you a beer, and then you go in and you have your round table and you're talking with other people. And it was just, it felt fantastic. So there's that part. And then I think the subject matter, future of retail, it's really an interesting place right now, because like we all shoved ourselves online a year ago, and now we have to shove ourselves back in person, but we're not going back to where we were. And it's a great opportunity to find out about new digital tools actually developed here in Rhode Island and learn from, I think, some of the top retailers and makers in the state about how to optimize an integrated, right, in-person, online retail strategy in this new world we're emerging into. So I really hope you can make it.
It's almost like we should have called it the future of the retail experience. Right? I know you just muted yourself. And then what's happening post in-person Venture Cafe Providence? Right after we finish up at 6 in our District Hall Providence space. What's going on?
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry, I had to fix.
No, it was your idea.
Oh, to go to the beer garden. How nice. Oh, absolutely. The Guild is doing a beer garden right off the pedestrian bridge. And so the party will just continue. It's just, it's Providence at its best in this moment where we're opening up. So yep, 4 to 6 p.m., future of retail, and then beers at the Guild Beer Garden.
Nice. And in 2 weeks, y'all, Bayberry Garden is going to open up underneath us. So literally, like, we're right in the middle of all of it. And the hotel next door is opening up in September. They're like almost 3 months ahead of schedule. And they have a rooftop bar. We're talking about alcohol. We're not all alcoholics here, but they will have a rooftop bar in one of the sections of their building that has beautiful views of Providence. And yeah, it's happening. In Tech Collective, you're going to be working out of our 0.225 space pretty soon. So excited.